Okay guys, we're back, and in this video we're going to let the ETSNQ trader actually place some trades. Now you see we're after 10 o'clock, and that's because we had a lot of reports, and you'll see in the training manual that we do not trade around reports. So this particular day we didn't really start trading after 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button and turn entry on. Don't forget, you always got to turn that on. I set my dome up for ETSNQ1. You can see right here, and we're just going to let this take 2 or 3, maybe 4 trades. I'll probably have to speed it up a little bit. I honestly do not know when the trades are going to come, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. And again, in the informational manual, we have definitely a report at 10 o'clock. You can see the market falling apart. But in the manual, you'll get all the complete settings, the ATM settings, the times that we use, etc., etc. But what's really cool is all I did was apply it to a chart, just like we did in the previous video. I select entry on, and this thing's ready to go. So all I have to do is sit back and let it trade. Now what's good about this also, let's say we had another report coming up. Maybe there's a report at 10:15, and there's not, but if there were, I could just click entry on button, and it will just not place any trades. Then when a report is over, I could just click entry on again and turn everything right back on. So it's a really nice little feature. So let's speed it up a little bit, and when we see a trade pop up, we'll slow it down here. You'll see some marks on the chart there, as well as the indication on the there it goes. So just place an order. You'll see that little dot there. That's the entry level. Let me move this up a little bit so you can actually see that. Center that up a little bit. And as the entry target moves up, you'll see that the strategy places, takes the order up with it. And it looks like we're not going to get hit. Oh, there we go. Came back down, filled us, and we got some stop losses in, and you'll see I've got a 0 down here on my third target. That is something we like to do. We just use a trailing stop for that third contract. So if we don't see, so if we do get a big move up, we'll be able to capture some of that big move. So a small trade there, 3 contracts up 50 bucks. Not a lot of money, but again, trading the Nasdaq, 3 contracts is not a lot of contracts. So you may start with 3 and build your way up to 6, 9, 12 contracts, but still 56 is still better than 56 negative, I suppose. So we'll pick it up again here, see if we get another trade or two. And I mean, we generally see several trades an hour, so I'm sure we'll pick up a few more here, at least a couple more. So I'm going to keep the market replay going pretty quick here until I see an order come in. Then I'll try to slow it down. In fact, I'll slow. There we go. So there's a trade right there. Let me just go back to 1 speed here so you can see it really play out here. So even at 1 or 2 times, the Nasdaq tends to move pretty quickly. So I was only at 2x there, and it filled pretty quick. And these are the things that if you go back into the settings, if you want to turn these entry markers off, things like that, you can do that. And again, the really cool thing about this is that it's all ran off your local ATM. You can set whatever you want down here, and this is going to go in there and trade it. So it looks like we're going to get stopped out down here. Oh, it's going to move back up here. And he said we're using an ATM that trails up. Our third contract does not have a target, so eventually we'll get stopped out, and we just got stopped out. So we had two nice winners, and truth be told, depending on the number of contracts you trade, that might be pretty good. But let's see if we can find one more. So $118, 3 contracts really isn't too bad, but maybe we'll see if we can catch another winner. And that's the next good thing about this. You have complete control over what you're going to make. If you want to trade just 1 trade a day or 10 trades a day, you can do this however you like. Again, we tell you how we do it. We don't proclaim to have the best way of doing it, but it works pretty good for us. We're happy with the results that we're seeing, and you're free to use those as well, or you can do it however you want. So, all right, so here's our third trade. We'll probably just stop with our third trade. Win, lose, or draw, because it was still up pretty nice. But if we take this third winner, I definitely want to say I would be stopping, but this one's going against us here, so we might take a loser. And obviously we don't win every trade. That's not going to happen. Nobody wins every trade. and this one's not looking too good, so we may take a hit. It kind of makes you think about the $118 we were up. And that's, that's why it's so important to have goals. Let's say for every 3 contracts your goals $150 or $100, whatever it may be. Stick with your goals. So again, the purpose of this video is not to explore win goals and profits. It's just showing you how easy the strategy really is. But once you read the manual, I'm assuming at this point you already have read the manual, you can see what it is. Oh, look at this, came right back up. You can see what it is we're doing and how we're doing it. And I can pretty much tell you, now that this third trade won, I personally would be stopping for the day. But you know what? I'm going to go for just one more trade because we're only 6 minutes into the video. And I've got 10 minutes that I can do it in. So let's see if we can find just one more trade. But again, the software does it all. All you have to do is sit here and, again, if there's a report, click the entry out button, or if you're done trading, it's all you got to do. It's no big deal. So we'll see if we can find one more, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll disable the strategy on the chart to emulate how we would shut down Ninja just one more time. I know I covered that in the last video, but we'll do it one more time just because it really is an important thing you want to get used to doing. So we'll see if we get another one down here. There we go. Let's slow it down here. So we're going to go short here at 27. Dots there, orders in. And should it down tick, the little dot there, the order here will move down as well. Completely automated. I don't want to fast forward it anymore. I really want to try to let this thing play out. So we'll just sit here and watch it. We have a couple minutes left. So of course it has moved down to 26.50. Was up at that? There we go. So we're short of 26.50. Have a target there of 5.5, 5, and then of course an unlimited amount there on the third contract with the trailing stop that at some point will start kicking in gear and it will start moving down as it goes into the money. So far we had 3 winners. It's about 10:24 in the morning. Again, the market opens at 9:30, but with a lot of reports, and we're not going to trade through a report. We just wait till after all that. So, but generally speaking, you're trading at 9:30, not at 10:30, and first hour of the day or so, we generally hit our goals for the day. So, and I'll pick this up just a little bit here. Be nice to catch a nice winner here. Well, we caught a winner. I'd like to see a nice big drop down on this, and that's where this really drives home. And again, this video is not really to discuss the ATMs that we use, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and do it. You'll see we have again this 0, and with the NASDAQ, you can see some really big moves happen really quick. So a lot of times with our settings, we won't get a lot of profit on some of these trades because our third contract will lose or it will break even. So we don't really get a lot of money. And some say, well, gosh, you could have taken it off down there and you could have had an extra 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever it was. Yeah, that's true. But then there's times we'll see trades where the market just tanks. Maybe go 20, 30 ticks, and when we'll catch a 15 to 20 tick move, and it's just really good. And that's just how we like to do it. But really, that's all there is to it. You apply it to a chart. You set your times up like we discussed. You save it so you have it. You simply hit the entry on, entry off, and you're good to go. But now let's go ahead and shut this down. Let's go to our control center. You'll see we have this NQ tree. The other one down here is a little testing. I'm testing, so don't worry about that one. And we go ahead and click that right there. And we are done. That's all you have to do. So thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch.